Hey, how's it going, ULM? Random Trainer here, back again, bringing another narrated Wi-Fi battle. Um, this one is a standard battle I had with IDaveyB. He's going to lead off with his Gliscor, and I'm going to lead off with Mienshao, and this is actually going to be a really interesting match. Hopefully you guys saw the teams. I didn't really take the time to describe it, but it's still a great match anyway. It's kind of long, so hopefully you guys enjoy. He's going to predict me to go for the fake out, and he's just going to instantly protect, which is a pretty good play on his part. But I am just going to want to U-turn out of here because I want to get off as little damage as possible. I know it's not going to be a lot, but I just want to get something off on that thing. Basically, because I do have a counter to this thing, I do have Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn takes this Earthquake extremely well, and that puts him in sort of a bad spot because I'm pretty sure he's running that set where it has the Sword Dance, something else, Ice Fang, and Earthquake, but I don't know what this fourth move may be. So I'm just going to stay in with Ferrothorn anyway and go for the Stealth Rocks, and he goes out into his Politoed just to get up the rain, and I don't really mind that. I did really want to get up Stealth Rocks so he doesn't have many switch-ins, because I did see he has Latios on his team, and Latios does not appreciate Stealth Rocks at all. I'm going to also predict him to go for the Hypnosis, so I go into Mienshao as fodder, sleep fodder that is, and do whatever, and now he goes out into his Toxicroak. Definitely not Toxicroak because I have my own Gliscor, and Gliscor is a really good counter to Toxicroak because I do resist all his moves. Sucker Punch I don't resist, but I don't really see that as hurting too bad since I am Impish Nature. I'm going to opt to set up a Swords Dance as he sets up Bulk Up here. And even with the Bulk Up, at +2, Gliscor has a pretty powerful Earthquake, honestly, that not a lot of things can take pretty well, so his substitute is going to break easily, even at that +1, and now he's going to set up +2, but like I said, at +2 defense, it's just not going to take this next Earthquake well at all. He's going to Sucker Punch. I take that way better than he takes my move, and this Earthquake nearly takes him out, so if I would have gotten up to +4, then it would have just been a complete wrap up right there. He does get some kind of recovery, so it's not too bad of a spot. He can always switch back in later. And now he's going to go into Latios, predicting me to go for another Earthquake, but instead I set up another Swords Dance, predicting that switch. But I didn't think he'd go out into Latios, honestly. I thought he'd go out into his own Gliscor. And I am kind of threatened by this Latios, honestly, because I know most Latios carry Surf, and he does. So I'm going to protect to make sure he has that. And I'm just going to assume that he's choiced in some kind of way. I'm assuming Specs, so I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn knowing that he's probably more than likely locked into the Surf. And Ferrothorn can take that extremely well since Ferrothorn is too much of a monster. And I'm going to predict him to switch out, and I'm just going to go for Leech Seed because I want, just to be a complete dick basically with this Ferrothorn, get recovery while wearing out his Pokemon. And he goes on to Raikou. And I know this Raikou is probably going to have the Aura Sphere, so I don't want Ferrothorn to take that at all, so I'm just going to have to switch out and go into Mienshao as fodder. Hopefully, burn off some sleep turns, maybe even get off a fake out here and there. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But he is getting pretty low in health, and I haven't even touched that thing, so I'm more and more, as the turns progress, I'm not threatened by this Raikou at all after foddering out Mienshao, because it is in a pretty low position where if I go out and Latios now and go for the safe Draco Meteor, and nothing on his team's going to want to take it. So yeah, that Raikou's out of the way. That completely didn't make sense, but hopefully you know what I was trying to get at. But now he's going to go out into his Gastro, and at -2, I'm going to have to switch out and go into Ferrothorn, predicting the Ice Beam. And I take that Ice Beam extremely well because, like I said, Ferrothorn is too much of a monster. And I'm just going to do what I did earlier and just set up Leech Seed, just because that's all I ever do with Ferrothorns anyway. So he's going to go out into his Toxicroak, and Toxicroak doesn't really mind being Leech Seeded, honestly, because it has the Dry Skin and the Leftovers boost. So it just negates the Leftovers, I believe. So it's not going to mind that at all, because Dry Skin does a little bit more recovery than Leftovers anyway. So he's still in a good position, even if I stay in and maybe even Gyro Ball. It'll resist, but yeah. I'm just going to go on a Gliscor now. Gliscor, sorry. I'm going on a Gliscor, and I have no idea how to pronounce it, honestly. Is it Gliscor or is it Gliscor? Whatever, I call it both, honestly. But anyway, Gliscor comes in, takes that Drain Punch extremely well, gets recovery from Poison Heal and Leech Seed. He's not going to be able to stay in because I do counter that thing. But here I make a super awesome prediction and go for the Ice Fang because I knew that Latios was going to come back in. It doesn't do anything, unfortunately, but I'm just going to... No, I'm not going to stay in. He's going to predict me to switch out, and he's going to go out into his Toxicroak, predicting me to go out into Ferrothorn, which is completely obvious, honestly. So maybe I shouldn't have played that obvious, but he deserves a brownie points for that one. And now he's going to go into Gastrodon, predicting me to switch back out, and I do that. Sorry. But I do go out in Gliscor, and I'm not going to be able to stay in. Honestly, I can't. I have to go out into Infernape. What? Yeah, I go on into Infernape. Sorry. That was kind of a while ago. But I go into Infernape just as fodder. I get frozen, but I don't mind because I go for Flare Blitz to thaw it out instantly because that's just annoying. I could have went for close combat, but just the fact that I got frozen, a fire Pokemon frozen, that just made me just angry. Like, I was just annoyed, so I just had to Flare Blitz just to kill it. I mean, just to kill off the freeze and just die. I knew I was gonna die regardless. So now I'm forced out into Ferrothorn now because I'm gonna have to wall this thing as best as possible. I'm gonna Leech Seed just because I do want recovery because I know I could take any of these things hits for years, decades even, and getting recovery isn't a bad choice either. I mean, he is gonna eventually get worn out. He's not gonna be able to stay in because he knows I have the Power Whip, but I'm not going to play that, obviously. Instead, I'm going to go for Leech Seed, predicting a switch. Probably should have went for it because he goes on the Politoed. I'm guessing it's fodder. And, kind of a waste, honestly. That Leech Seed really isn't going to make a difference. He's going to be able to hit me with something now. So, no, he doesn't even hit me with anything. I'm sorry. He goes for Encore, and I had no idea how this Encore mechanic worked. He's going to lock me into Leech Seed, although I'm sure that I went for the Power Whip. But I guess since he came in on the Leech Seed, the Encore works since he's faster. I don't know. I don't know. Someone has to explain that to me. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to stay in because I can't just stay in a Leech Seed all day because that would be stupid. I'm just going to have to go on the Latios, predict the Scald. Very risky of a move. He could have had the Ice Beam, and I could have gotten burned, honestly. So I'm just going to go for Thunder now since he does have the Rain Up. That's the only reason why I run this Latios with Thunder, because I see a lot of rain teams in OU, so I got lucky. And now he's gonna go out in a Gastrodon, and I'm gonna go for Psyshock because I thought it would just do the job, but unfortunately it's just not enough. He's gonna Ice Beam me, and that nearly takes out my Latios, unfortunately. And I'm lucky that he doesn't have Stealth Rocks up on the field, or I won't be able to bring back Latios for later. So I really have to save it. So now I'm gonna go out into Ferrothorn. You know, because I can. And now he goes out into his Latios, and I don't mind Latios being out because I don't want to go for Leech Seed. Instead, I just want to kill this thing off. Sorry. I do want to go for Leech Seed, but I do want to kill this thing off. I'm sorry. And I am getting Leech Seed recovery. And I'm just going to go for Gyro Ball here. Although I know the switch is probably obvious, but I'm just going to go for Gyro Ball anyway because I thought on the off chance he'd want to stay in. And he goes out into Gastro, and I thought it'd be low enough to die from it. But it's just not enough. Like, if I had spikes up or something, maybe that would have been enough. Really sucks, but there's nothing I can say or do about it now. He's going to recover, and I'm just going to Power Whip, but I miss, which is completely unfortunate. That probably would have taken that thing out instantly. So now he's going to go out into his Toxicroak. I predict the switch and go for Leech Seed once again, because I am a dick with Ferrothorn. And, with Toxicroak in, I know he's going to predict me to go out on a Gliscor, sorry. Like I said, I have no idea. So he's going to predict me to go out on a Gliscor, and I'm just going to go out on a Gliscor, and he's going to go out into his Gastro. And it's very annoying, because I'm playing this really predictably. Is that a word? Predictably? No, I just play it really obviously. But now I'm going to go out into Scrafty, because Scrafty has great special defense and great HP, so this Ice Beam isn't going to hurt too bad. And I can set up on this Gastrodon for years. He's not going to hurt me at all. And I do have the shed skin ability, so if he were to go for a toxic, it wouldn't have mattered in the long run. So I'm able to go for bulk up here as he sends out his Latios, and I'm thinking I should be able to live a hit since I do have very, very, very much special defense. But instead he goes for Psy Shock, and I was like, what? So I'm able to kill that thing off with a stab crunch easily. Kind of a, I'm just gonna say that it was a misclick. I don't think he meant to go for that, but it happened, so nothing I could do about it. So now he goes on to Toxicroak, and I know he resists both my stabs, so I'm gonna have to switch out and go into Gliscor. Go into Gliscor. I'm gonna say Gliscor, forget it. Gliscor for the rest of this match, although it's almost over. So I'm gonna go into Gliscor, take the Drain Punch, and I can, at this point, stay in and go for a Swords Dance, because I'm not scared of whatever he wants to come into. He goes on to his own Gliscor, predicting me to go for an Earthquake right off the bat, but I don't. I opt to set up, and I'm not threatened by his own Gliscor, because I'm just going to go for another Swords Dance, and since I am Impish Nature, I think. But anyway, since he's not going to be setting up anytime soon, I can take any unstab Ice Fang from this thing, and I am at +4, so my Ice Fang should easily take out his Gliscor. One shot, no questions. Easy. Right? Right. So, now he's going to go on into Gastrodon, and, you know, I could have stayed in, I could have went for the Earthquake, but, no, sorry, a little ahead of myself. He goes out into his Toxicroak. I'm just going to Earthquake now, kill that thing off instantaneously. I don't know why he switched out into this thing, honestly. I guess he predicted me to go for another Swords Dance, but I'm not that greedy. So his last Pokemon now is Gastrodon, and I'm just going to switch out, go on the Latios just to die, because I felt bad, honestly. Like, the Psyshock, that was kind of embarrassing, so I just had to let him redeem himself by killing off my Latios. And now I'm going to go on to Ferrothorn, so he can die to his own Pokemon that he hates, that everybody hates. So I'm going to take this Earth Power, whatever, kill it off with the Power Whip. So that is good game, IDaveyB. Thank you guys for watching. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to ULM. And if you guys want to, check out my channel. I make videos on a regular basis as well. And fun fact for the day, tomorrow, September 6th, would be my birthday. So if you want to leave a special subscribe birth thing, yeah, click the subscribe button on my channel on my birthday. That would make me so happy. And feel free to spam it if you want. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.